Lamont. I see you, Lamont. Lamont Datway Jones. Raw and uncut.
Yo, 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 yo. What up? What it do, YouTube? Yep, that's right. It's your boy. It's that boy, Lamont, that Wade Jones, back in the building. Yep, you heard it right. It's that boy they call Lamont, that Wade Jones, back in the building. And with that being said, my good people, I just wanted to thank everybody who decided to stop and rock with that boy, Lamont, that way, Jones, this way. You dig? And with that being said, my people, topic of discussion is when it comes to, I'm not even going to pronounce his name, try to pronounce his name. You guys will see it in the tabloids that I am about to reveal to you guys afterwards. You dig? Because I notice every time I try to pronounce this guy's name, I know for a fact that I am not pronouncing it correctly. Okay. Anyway, that being said, once again, my people, topic of discussion is when it comes to uh, this Chinese researcher. He was a medical researcher at the, I think it's the University of Pittsburgh, uh, Pennsylvania. Uh, Correct me if I'm wrong. But anyway, he was on the verge of, pretty much, figuring out, you know, COVID-19. In other words, he pretty much had broken down how this virus actually works. And in other words, anytime a person breaks down something like that, all the way down to the core, um, that pretty much means that he's also found that. With that being said, but with him not having that type of knowledge, also means that he, you know, wouldn't or shouldn't have a problem with actually knowing how to pretty much stop this virus in its tracks. You dig what I'm saying? I mean, think about what I'm saying, my people. For him to actually, gain enough knowledge to actually know what this disease actually consists of, and some of it, the certain components that it, it, it exist in this virus. I mean, it takes a highly intelligent person to actually be able to figure out, something like that, especially when it comes to any type of virus. You dig what I'm saying? And anyway, it's a murder. It was a murder suicide, and you guys are about to see that. But this is what trips me out about this whole story. Okay, now they want to try to say that the guy that actually killed this, you know, medical researcher, was actually involved, in a, I guess, if you want to put it this way, in other words, a gay, relationship with this other man. At least that's what they say and how the mainstream media puts it. But if you ask me, I seriously beg to differ. You dig what I'm saying? I'm about to explain why I just don't buy the love triangle thing. Okay, I'm about to break down and explain all this in this next segment that I am about to show you guys, when it comes to, what I think of and some of the theories that I have when it comes to this topic. Anyway, you guys, with that being said, my people, welcome to the Lamont Datway Jones Show. You dig?
A researcher involved in a COVID-19 project in Pittsburgh was found shot to death. Police found the body of 37-year-old BingLiu in his home with several gunshot wounds. They also found the body of another man in a nearby car, dead from an apparent self-inflicted wound. It appears to be a case of murder-suicide. Police say the two knew each other but have no motive. Liu was an assistant professor at the Pittsburgh School of Medicine and studying how cells react when infected with COVID-19.
Now, my people. Oh, yeah. Oh, I got one hell of a topic when it comes to this story for you guys this go around. Just let me tell you that. And the reason I say that is because even though you got all these other different theories and opinions about this topic, which is when it comes to a Chinese researcher. Now, it was known that this Chinese researcher, he was a Chinese medical researcher, okay? And he was on the verge of making a very significant, or should I say very significant coronavirus findings. He was actually found shot dead in the U.S. state of Pennsylvania. Media reports said, excuse me. Okay? Now, with that being said, my people, okay, now, don't forget what the topic of this story is. And that is Chinese researcher on verge of making significant COVID-19 drug shot dead in the comfort of his own home, okay? With that being said, my people, this guy, this Chinese man, he, like I said, he was a researcher on the verge of making a very, very significant coronavirus findings. He was shot to death, okay? Now, before I give my clarification, my opinions and theories from the information and research that I've done on this story, I just want to say this, okay? Think about this, my people. Now, this guy, now he was on the verge of finding, in other words, the significant findings. In other words, to me, from research that I've done and my knowledge, to me that means that evidently this guy, he was about to discover, or he was on the verge of discovering, an alternative cure for this disease. Think about what I'm saying, my people, and that's the main thing that plays a huge part in the reason why this man was shot to damn death in his own home, okay? Now, and I'm about to clarify why what I just said plays a huge part in this story. Notice what I just said. The key points to what I just said, my people, and that was this guy was on the verge of, really, in Ebonics terms, the guy was on the verge of discovering an alternative cure besides, a damn vaccine when it came to COVID-19. And that's one of the main reasons why I know he's dead. You know why? That lets me know. Now, this is just my opinion. Okay? Like I said, people, I always say, whenever I tell my people something, what I always say, hey, you ain't got to take my word for it. You dig what I'm saying? And also, with that being said, we're going to say allegedly, okay? Now, think about what I was just saying, my people. Back to the part when I was saying or telling you guys or explaining about the vaccine aspect, which is one of the reasons why I believe the guy is dead. You know why? Like I said, I already didn't clear it up. You can believe what you want. These are just my honest opinions and theories from the research, like I said, that I have done on this story. If you ask me, that guy is dead because they do not want anybody. Let's just go to show you. Now, I've heard of other doctors, that actually was on the verge of finding all types of good, cures that the people needed, especially when it came to like cures for cancer. I know a lot about a lot of doctors that wound up dead. But when it came to that, that's a whole different topic. But right now, back to the topic. What I was talking about, I just said that to use that for an example of what I am talking about now. What I'm about to enlighten you guys' minds on right now. You dig? Now, like I said, one of the reasons why I believe that this man is dead is because that just goes to show you right there. Oh, one way or the other, they're going to get these vaccines out. And they're going to figure out some type of way where if not, make it mandatory, they're eventually will figure out some type of way to, damn near make it mandatory when it comes to you just having to, when it just comes to doing certain things, period. You dig what I'm saying? And what I mean by that is, if they can't figure out a way to get the people to take it willingly, you following me on this? That's when I know for a fact they will resort to what I just said when it came to the if not mandatory, they're gonna make it somewhat mandatory. And that's what I mean by that is, hey, before you can do certain stuff, they're gonna be like, well, you got to get vaccinated for that, and I guarantee you, it's gonna be like I believe it's gonna go as far as if you're not even being able to get a damn passport without having to be vaccinated, that type of stuff. There's going to be certain places that they're not going to allow you to go as well unless you get vaccinated. So in other words, if you're the type of person that doesn't really have a life, those are going to be the only ones that's going to pretty much, it's not going to affect. And the reason I say that is because they're not a person who doesn't have a life. Think about what I'm saying. They're not going to, it's not going to be too much activity or excitement in their lives. See what I'm saying? In other words, they're not gonna have to or be willing to do as much normal stuff that people who have super exhilarating, exciting lives, if you will. You dig? Think about what I'm saying. See, the people that have that, that especially like, people that runs like more than one business, those type of people, oh yeah, that's if it ever does come to that, those are gonna be some of the first type of people that would not have any choice but to take this vaccine. You dig what I'm saying? Anyway, my people, yeah, back to what I was saying. That's why I believe that this guy wound up dead. Think about it. He was on the verge of discovering an alternate or an alternative cure for this pandemic. See what I'm saying? And look what happened to him. Now, don't forget, these are just my opinions and theories why the real reason why I believe he came up dead, because some of the stories are actually reading that he the police is trying to label it like what did they say, like a murder, like suicide, and I was like, man, whatever. Y'all know damn well that's not the case in this case. Okay? With that being said, my people, the University of Pittsburgh professor, I hope I'm pronouncing his name right, BingLiu. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. Anyway, 37. He was found shot dead inside his home in a place called Ross Township, north of Pittsburgh, this past Saturday, with gunshot wounds to the head, neck, torso, and extremities, according to the Ross Police Department. Wow. On top of that, it is said investigators believe an unidentified second man who goes by the name of Hao Gu, and I'm going to spell it out for you because I know I'm not pronouncing these Chinese people's names right. Hao. It's the first name, and his second name, believe it or not, is spelled with just two letters, G-U. Anyway, this guy here, he was 46, who was also found shot dead in his car. He was actually shot and killed. Excuse me. I said that wrong. What it's saying is, this guy was 46. He was found dead in his car, shot and killed in his home before returning to his car and taking his own life. Okay. With that being said, my people, I remember what I just said. See, I misunderstood the whole concept of the murder-suicide. Okay. That's the part that I missed, and I just would like to apologize for that. Okay, now, in other words, now I see why they are actually calling this a murder-suicide. Okay, now we're on the same page. Anyway, police believe the men knew each other, but say there is zero indication that there was targeting due to, Mr. Liu being Chinese, according to Detective Sergeant Brian Colleb. Is how that's pronounced. The news of CNN, of course, reported. Now, my people, before I continue to read the rest of this story, okay. Come on now. This is my theory, once again, before I give you my thoughts and theories on this. Okay, think about this. Now, notice they said after the guy who shot and killed him went to his car and killed himself afterwards. So what does that tell you? Whoever sent him on the mission to do that, it was pretty much a suicide mission. And the reason I say that is, think about this. If you're familiar with my videos, I've been broken down and explained to how a lot of these people who come from Islamic backgrounds, if they do decide to fight for something that they strongly believe in, especially when it comes to things like the jihad and that type of those type of things, these are the type of reason I'm bringing this up. These are the type of people that will do a murder suicide because of their religious beliefs, believe it or not. I'm telling you, this is some real truth that I'm done, and some real jewels that I'm dropping on you, my people, when I tell you these type of things. I'm telling you, okay? In other words, these people have strong religious beliefs that you are actually guaranteed, a place in the heavenly realms, with the Heavenly Father, if you are willing to die for what they would call a holy, or should I say, like I said, just religious belief something that they strongly, label or look at as being pretty much holy. You dig what I'm saying? But yeah, that's why I believe that's why the guy went out and killed himself, because I guarantee you now, like I said, these are just my thoughts and theories on what I think about this situation. Okay? He went back outside, killed himself, because I guarantee you that was a job that he was sent to do by a higher power. I can guarantee it, because think about this. Why would you go kill this guy knowing that he was on the brink or verge of actually discovering an alternative solution to COVID-19? You just got to stop and ask yourself that. And that's why I believe for him, that guy to go outside and kill himself after doing what he did when he went in there and killed this guy who was actually on the verge of what I've just, mentioned. Come on now. There's no way you can overlook and not have some type of suspicion why that guy would go outside and then get in his car and then kill himself after doing that. Think about that. Come on now, my people. Let's be realistic about this topic. You dig what I'm saying? So, I just revealed to you guys some of the main reasons why I believe that, he actually, decided to go outside and, pretty much, take his own life after, doing that. That lets me know that was a job. I don't give a damn what nobody say or how they put it, man. Now, with that being said, my people, just got to stop and ask yourself, once again, now, what would your theory be when it comes to this story? I just told you guys mine, and that, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I wouldn't give a damn what nobody else said. That man is dead because he was about to discover a way to go around these damn vaccines that these people are pretty much going to try and push on your asses in the nearby future. I can almost guarantee it. With that being said, my people, they say Bing was on the verge of making very significant findings towards actually understanding the cellular mechanisms that underlie SARS. Says here, COVID-2 or COVID-2 infection and the cellular basis of the following complications. His colleagues at the university's Department of Biology said in a statement. Okay? Now, think about this. Listen to what I just read, my people. He was on the verge of making very significant findings towards understanding the cellular mechanisms that underlie SARS and whatever the COVID-2 infection is. And think about that, okay? For him to get that deep and that far into actually understanding these type of things, that means that, like I just said, if you understand it that deep, there's no doubt in my mind that sooner or later that you are definitely going to come up with an alternative to actually fight this disease off, which is even more, easier to take or do, and it's going to be way more effective than a damn vaccine. I wouldn't give a damn, like I said, and I'm going to say it again. I wouldn't give a damn how anybody else put this, man. It is what it is. And like I just said, it is. Anyway, my people, that being said, again, I'm going to go ahead and close this on out, because I really didn't plan on making this video that long. But like I said, once I get carried away off into what I think about certain topics and issues of certain stories, especially one like this of its kind, that's continuously been on my mind, I will continue to get lost. In other words, like lose track of time, if you will. Anyway, my good people, with that being said, I just wanted to thank everybody who decided to stop and rock with that boy they call Lamont. Datway, Jones, this way. You dig? And with that being said, my good people, may the Most High continue to bless you and all of your families while you're out there on that paper chase, swimming with the sharks, trying to provide for your families during the rat race. You dig? And with that being said, my good people, stay tuned. If you like the commentary, any of my commentary, or you felt like that you gained any type of knowledge from watching this video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. You dig? With that being said, my good people, till next time, peace. Peace out.